Hey, I'm gamertags of TwosomeGaming, and today I'm going to show you Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls, my skills, basically, for the wizard. So let's just jump right in. I'm doing this because there's only 2 videos here, and I just kind of felt like uploading. So, first of all, I have Arcane Torrent, which is unleash a barrage of arcane projectiles. It does a lot of damage for just fighting. It's my main attack. And I have the rune, the Cascade. Enemies hit by Arcane Torrent have a chance to fire a new missile at a nearby enemy. I might change that, but that's just how it is right now. My next one is Electrocute, which gives me more arcane power. My rune gives me more arcane power, which each enemy I hit. So that's really useful for regaining my arcane power, because the Arcane Torrent kind of takes it out really fast. And my next one is Meteor. Unleash a massive meteor that scorches enemies caught in its blast. It is really good for taking out huge hordes of enemies, just gathering them up and just launching your meteor. And I have the rune Molten Impact. Increases the damage and effect area of the meteor impact and molten fire. So basically ups the damage of it and stuff. Okay, my next one is Energy Armor, which increases your armor at the cost of decreasing your maximum arcane power while energy armor is active. So it's pretty good for that, but I use it for the rune I have on, which is Pinpoint Barrier. Energy Armor also increases your critical hit chance, which you need critical hit chance. It's really useful for doing massive amounts of damage. And my next one is Magic Weapon. Imbue your weapon with magical energy, increasing your weapon's effectiveness. And it is a buff for your weapon, so it makes your damage go up. And I have the rune Force Weapon. Increase the damage bonus of magic weapon, so it gives me more damage. And my next one is Archon. And this is really good for fighting bosses, because you use it and you basically get new moves, new everything for a while, and it increases your damage drastically. And I use the Improved Archon, which increases the damage of all Archon abilities, so it does massive damage. Okay, now I'm going to show you my passive skills. My first passive skill is Unstable Anomaly. When you receive fatal damage, you heal to 45% of your maximum health and release a shockwave that knocks enemies back and slows them by 60% for 3 seconds. This effect may occur once every 60 seconds, so it's good for players like me who don't have enough armor to withstand blasts and stuff. So it'll release like a wave and send all the enemies away from you for a bit, so you can heal. And it is really useful. My next one is Audacity. You deal 15% additional damage to enemies within 15 yards. And I use this because, again, increases damage. You want damage on the wizard, so you get more kills, because without damage you can't stand to like the Crusader, Barbarian, and Monk and stuff. And my next one is Unwavering Will. Standing still for 1.5 seconds increases the following attributes: armor 20%, all resistance 20%, and damage 10%. So it is really useful when you're standing still, because wizards tend to stand still when they're casting abilities. So it'll do massive damage that way. And Glass Cannon. Increase all damage done by 15%, but decrease armor and resistances by 10. That is really good because, again, damage. Go right into damage. So, yeah, that is my build. Basically, you can copy this if you want, but I recommend you just copy this base thing and use your own, playstyle. This is my playstyle, but you might have a different one, but just see what you're good with. You can copy this if you want. And now I'm going to show you what each one does. So, Arcane Torrent is this one. The green stuff you see isn't part of the Arcane. That's just the weapon I have. My next one is Meteor, which is a meteor, like you'd expect. And my next two are damage buffs. So when I'm walking around, I have a total of 498k. 498,000. And when I'm standing still, because of that passive, I get 541k. So that's a massive increase. And energy armor, that increases it to 577k, and when I'm walking around, it increases to 531k. And my magic weapon, when I put that on, I walk around for 623k and stand still for 669k. So that is actually really good. I am also level 70, so this is just a level 70 build. You can add your own things to it if you're a lower level. And my next one, Archon, good for dealing massive damage, and this is what it looks like. You become like a purple thing. You might not be able to see that pretty good. Sorry, I'm using my phone, so it's not that good. But you turn into a purple thing, and you get this attack, and this attack, and this attack, which is basically a beam. And this does massive damage, and yeah, it's pretty good for bosses and such. Yeah, this is about it. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to. Leave a like if you would like more Diablo 3 content from me. And this has been Gunnerboy54 of TwosomeGaming, and I will see you next time.